Man, let me tell you something. So Deion Sanders was on the Undisputed show on this morning, and Deion Sanders shared some heartfelt words to Skip Bayless. He stated by saying, "Thank you, man." This is what Sanders told Skip Bayless. He said, "Because you get heat oftentimes, but you've gotten a lot of us opportunities that people will look past and they don't understand and don't recognize. None of us are perfect, but you have given us, and y'all know darn well what I'm talking about, so many opportunities, man, and I appreciate you for that, boss." What does that say? Man, that's telling you the heart of Deion Sanders. That's telling you the heart of Skip Bayless. I don't believe Skip Bayless is a racist. Let me say this again. I do not believe Skip Bayless is a racist. If Skip Bayless was a racist, there is no way in hell that he will be giving so many opportunities to black men out here. He's giving opportunities to Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith. Then you have now Richard Sherman, Michael Irvin, Keyshawn Johnson, and more. That does not sound or looks like a man that is racist. Skip Bayless is sometimes misunderstood. Skip Bayless deserves the right to have his own opinion, and I believe he is going to be who he is. He's very competitive when it comes to debates, and you have to understand that going in. As long as you understand that and have the ability to not take things to heart and understand that his position is going to be clearly different from yours sometimes in a debate, then you have to understand that. It's unfortunate that he's had some issues with Shannon Sharp, and then Shannon Sharp had to, he said that he was pushed out, or it was allegedly first put out there by Stephen A. Smith, and then Shannon Sharp's on the Stephen A. Smith show kind of like agreed that that's exactly what happened, but not in those direct words, but in a roundabout way. But by Deion Sanders being on the show today on Undisputed, and Undisputed show was filmed and recorded in Boulder, Colorado, it just lets you know, man, Deion Sanders wanted to make sure that he said some kind words to Skip Bayless, because everybody has been listening to all of the stuff that's been going on between Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. So let's break this down, man, about Deion Sanders on Undisputed. Man, let me tell you something, man. How can you hate this guy, Deion Sanders? How? There's no way in the world that you can hate a guy that has a heart like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders came on Undisputed and he talked about the challenges that he's building a championship roster, but that's going to come with time. He said about 7 or 8 more dogs away, but he said he already is halfway of having the big time dogs that's coming to Colorado in the spring. So when you're talking about, he understands from a coach perspective that he does not have all the manpower that he wants and needs to be able to go out there and just take over a game, but he is going to make the best of the roster that he has now. One of the things that Deion Sanders talked about on Undisputed was being disciplined. Is that you have to be able to not shoot yourself in the foot. What I'm saying, you can't make dumb penalties. You can't go against the grain on your own team and then put your team behind the 8 ball. So he was very focused on making sure that his team stayed focused and disciplined. And he said something that was very key. He said something like, win your one-on-one matchups. He said you have to be able to win your one-on-one matchups, and then as you take over that one-on-one matchups, then you can come together as a team, as a collective strong unit, and take over the football game. Let me tell you something, man. I firmly believe is that Colorado is going to be on an uphill battle going against USC, Caleb Williams and the crew. I believe Caleb Williams are going to be able to chew up that defense, because from what I've seen from that defense, they can't stop nobody. And when they played against Oregon, the defense was missing tackles. The defense looked lackadaisical at times. The defense was lacked the self-discipline, what is needed. And there comes a point in time where Richard Sherman had said on Undisputed on yesterday is that you got to have some pride. There has to be some type of pride that comes in. Y'all are the underdogs, even though y'all playing at home. But a lot of people is looking at USC to win this game. I know Keyshawn Johnson picked USC, Skip Bayless picked USC, and then you had Michael Irvin. He picked Colorado. I think he had said around 41-38 in overtime. Let me tell you this, man. My heart is with Colorado. No doubt about it. My heart is with Colorado, but my mind is telling me that USC is going to win this football game. And when you're talking about Deion Sanders, man, for them to get bullied the way that they got bullied on last week, and they are actually putting out there is that they believe that they're going to get 15 million viewers on tomorrow, and they play at noon on Eastern Standard Time. Let me tell you something, man. Deion Sanders is a master. He always does a masterful job in holding a master class in how you market yourself. Here we have a man that is putting the number out there. We are projected to have 15 million viewers. There are alleged rumors around is that Jay-Z is going to be at the game, LeBron James is going to be at the game, and other celebrities are going to be at the game. This is going to be a powerhouse football game where you're going to have a lot of famous faces, and I just want to see great football. We all deserve to see great football in this moment. And what does great football looks like? You want to make sure that Colorado comes out fired up. You want to make sure that they have a lot of emotion, right? A lot of the adrenaline going on, because you need that when you're playing at home, because that crowd can get you so riled up from the inside, from within, that can propel you with full of adrenaline to go out there and play outside your mind. I want to see the Colorado football team play outside themselves. I want to see them give it their all. I want to see them being the underdogs, and how there can be able to be the Davids that defeat Goliath. I'm looking forward to it, man. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. But let me tell you something, man. That message that Deion Sanders said to Skip Bayless was everything. And, it was very good to see on what he was saying to Skip Bayless, and just saying that, hey, I appreciate you. And you can tell by the look on Skip Bayless' face is that he appreciated that heartfelt moment and message from Deion Primetime Sanders. And I don't believe at the end of the day is that Skip Bayless is racist, because Skip Bayless has a good heart. You have to just understand who he is, right? Everybody has their own quirks about themselves. Everybody moves a certain way. It's up to you to understand how to adapt with working with anybody that you come in contact with. Thank you for tuning in to the Royal Figures podcast. Until stay tuned to the next episode, okay? And make sure you hit that like button, like, comment, and share, and subscribe to our podcast. It'd be greatly appreciated. And always take care of yourself.